What is measuring and analyzing performance? The measure solution performance task needs to be interpreted to be better understood. In order to understand the results of this task, the business analyst requires a complete understanding of the possible value that the stakeholders hope to attain with the solution. To understand the performance measure's results, variables such as the goals and objectives of the enterprise, key performance indicators, KPIs, the risk level of the solution and the risk tolerance of both the stakeholders and the enterprise needed to be attained. There are some elements that can help with the analyzing or measure business performance's tasks, and they are: 1. Solution performance versus desired value. The business analysts need to analyze the performance measures previously collected in the measure solution performance task in order to understand the solution's value. A solution might be performing very well, for example, an online ordering system, but it might also provide lower than expected value when compared with the performance measures. If the performance measures are not explicit enough to help the stakeholders determine the solution value, the business analysts would need to either collect more measurements or treat the lack of measures as a solution risk. 2. Trends. Once the performance data is collected, the business analysts need to analyze this data, but they would also need to consider the time period in which the data was collected to guard against anomalies and skewer trends. A large enough sample size over an adequate time period would provide an accurate picture of the solution performance, which could be used to make decisions. Any noticeable and repeated trends, such as an increase in errors at certain times or a change in process speed when the volume is increased, should be noted. 3. Accuracy. The performance measures need to be accurate to ensure the validity of their analysis. The business analysts should test and analyze the data collected by the performance measures to ensure that they are accurate. To be considered accurate and reliable, the results of performance measures should be reproducible and repeatable. 4. Performance variances. The variance between the expected and actual performance of the solution should be considered when analyzing solution performance. A root cause analysis may be necessary to determine the underlying causes of significant variances within a solution. Recommendations on how to improve the performance and reduce any variances are made in the recommend actions to increase solution value task. Benefits of measuring business performance. Measuring a company's performance is a standard practice that organizational leaders do regularly, usually through conducting a performance analysis. Depending on the company's situation on the market and its business goals, there are many benefits to this, including the following. 1. Understand profitability. For some companies, performing a performance analysis is the most effective method of determining and understanding their level of profitability. In other words, through measuring their business performance, companies can identify the degree to which they generate profit, which any for-profit business cares about. When using performance metrics to measure profitability, leaders usually pay attention to a company's income and expenses and use income statements to record information. 2. Determine weaknesses. Another benefit of measuring how a company is performing is that it allows executives to determine any weaknesses that the company might have and to understand how these weaknesses impact the business internally or externally. For example, even if the company is making a lot in profit, noticing that the customer satisfaction rate is decreasing may signify that the customer happiness department is struggling with the workload. Becoming aware of this through a performance analysis makes it possible for executives to take relevant steps to quickly address the issue before it causes the company to lose any money. 3. Maximize potential. Similarly to the previous benefit, measuring business performance can also help determine areas to which you want to allocate additional resources to maximize a company's business potential. For example, if the performance analysis shows that there's been high website traffic and customers are interested in certain types of products, you can use that information to allocate more resources to producing additional products of that type. By doing this, the company can easily meet consumer demand and remain operating smoothly and making a profit. 4. Track progress. Another benefit of measuring business performance is that it allows companies to easily track their progress. This is especially important after implementing a new strategy, adjusting processes, or investing in new equipment or software. An effective performance analysis can reveal the effect of those short and long-term decisions. To make this possible, it's critical to keep track of key information about the company's operations, such as the turnaround times or customer satisfaction rates. 5. Make better decisions. Many companies decide to use the information that they obtain through performing business analyses to make informed business decisions. This happens because they can use the data to validate their ideas and eliminate those that aren't realistic for the company. For example, when determining how to allocate money for an upcoming marketing campaign, leaders can use historical data to notice how social media marketing produces a higher return on investment than other marketing strategies. Business performance measurement process. Performance measurement and evaluation are critical for organizations and individuals looking to improve their performance. By selecting appropriate performance metrics, collecting and analyzing data, and communicating performance to stakeholders, organizations can identify areas for improvement, make data-driven decisions, and ultimately achieve tremendous success. The process of it typically involves several steps, including 1. Identifying performance objectives or goals. The first step is clearly defining goals and what success looks like. Further, the plans could be increasing sales or reducing costs, or an abstract idea, such as improving customer satisfaction. 2. Selecting performance metrics or indicators. After identifying performance objectives, the next step is to choose metrics or indicators that can be used to measure progress towards those goals. For example, these could be quantitative measures, such as revenue or profit margins, or qualitative criteria, such as customer feedback or employee satisfaction. 3. Collecting and analyzing data. The next step is to collect data on the selected metrics or indicators and analyze it to determine how well the performance is. Therefore, this could involve collecting data from internal systems, financial or customer databases, or external sources, such as market research or industry benchmarks. For reporting and communicating performance, the final step is to write and share the report with stakeholders. This could involve creating performance dashboards or reports that provide insights into performance trends and areas for improvement, or presenting performance data to senior management or external stakeholders. Methods. Business performance measurement process. Business performance measures are a set of quantifiable metrics taken from various sources that, together with an appropriate analytical process, allows the management of a business to track and assess the current status of a specific business, project, or process. Some of the most common forms of organizational performance measurement include 1. Key performance indicators, KPIs. These metrics measure progress towards a particular objective. They are often used to track performance over time and can be used to benchmark performance against industry standards or competitors. 2. Balanced scorecard. It is a framework for measuring and managing performance across multiple dimensions, including financial performance, customer satisfaction, internal processes, and learning and growth. It uses a mix of financial and non-financial metrics to provide a more comprehensive view of an organization's performance. 3. Customer satisfaction surveys. Customer satisfaction surveys measure customer satisfaction with a product or service. They can be used to identify areas for improvement and improve customer loyalty. 4. Benchmarking. Benchmarking is a process of comparing an organization's performance to industry standards or best practices. It can be used to identify areas for improvement and best practices that can be adopted. 5. Six Sigma. Six Sigma is a data-driven methodology for improving process quality by reducing defects and minimizing variability. It uses a set of statistical tools and techniques to measure performance and identify opportunities for improvement. 6. Performance appraisals. performance appraisals are a formal process for evaluating an individual's performance against predetermined goals or objectives. They can be used to identify strengths and weaknesses and provide feedback on performance. 7. Return on investment, ROI. ROI measures the return on investment for a particular project or initiative. It evaluates the effectiveness of an investment and determines whether it is worth pursuing. Types of business performance measurement. Business performance measures may also be known as organizational performance, results, or key success indicators and are closely related to an organization's key performance indicators, KPI. Organizations can use several measurement types to evaluate their productivity, and some of the most common types include: 1. Input-based measures. Input-based measures focus on the resources used to produce a particular output or outcome. For example, it includes the time, money, or workforce used to achieve a specific objective. 2. Output-based measures. Output-based measures focus on the tangible results of a particular activity or process. Examples include the number of products produced, the number of customers served, or the amount of revenue generated. 3. Outcome-based measures. Outcome-based measures focus on the impact of a particular activity or process on a specific objective or goal. Examples include the effect on customer satisfaction, employee engagement, and environmental sustainability. 4. Process-based measures. Process-based measures focus on the productivity and usefulness of a particular process or activity. Examples include the time it takes to complete a task, the number of errors or defects in a product, or the level of customer service. 5. Quality-based measures. Quality-based measures focus on the quality of a particular product or service. Examples include the level of customer satisfaction, the number of defects or errors in a product, or the level of compliance with regulatory standards. 6. Financial measures. Financial measures focus on the financial performance of an organization or project. Examples include revenue, profit margins, return on investment, or cost savings. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to visit our online educational platform at www.eduslides.com by registering for free courses. Guess what? You can as well earn a certificate of completion after completing your course, and you don't have to pay to register. Why not subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos by clicking the subscribe button below?